Hey guys, it's Jessica with Fantabulosity.com, and I polled you guys on Facebook and on Instagram the other day asking what your blogging questions are. I mentioned that I was going to be doing a blogging Q&A video, and this is it, where I'm answering your questions. I am asked blogging questions all the time, and I love it. I love your questions. I really and truly do. And the reason is because I was once you. I was that person that was so excited about blogging. I wanted to know everything, and I wanted to know it now. So I was reaching out to other bloggers, asking them questions, and when someone would help me and answer those questions, it was like, you're a godsend. Thank you so much for taking the time to answer those questions. And I remembered how that felt. I remember how nice it was and how just eye-opening it was to have an answer to a question that I had, and then I could take another step. Because a lot of times in blogging, and I'm still in that phase, where, you know, if you could just get this one question answered, then you'd be set until you get to the next point. And then you have a question again, and then you could, you know, so whatever answers I give you today for whatever questions, you're not going to be done. You're not going to be, oh, that's it, I am officially a professional blogger. You know, it's just like another, like if you're playing Candyland, it's just another turn, you know, it's another step forward in the right direction. So I remember what that was like, and especially those moments, and I can't believe I'm referring to Candyland because that's pretty funny. You can tell I have kids that'll probably barge in here any minute. But I remember when you would draw that card for the lollipop or whatever it was, and then you could skip all those other steps and get towards the end. And I remember what that feels like, and I remember just having that epiphany and that, oh yes, that's the answer I've been looking for so long, and it put me so much farther down the game on the game board instead of doing one by one by one. So I'm really hoping by answering some of these questions, I can be that skip ahead playing card for you, if that even makes sense. I don't know where I got that, but you know, that's usually the most fun, when these random thoughts just kind of float up in my head. All right, I already mentioned that I have 2 little boys at home right now. They'll probably barge in, but guys, that's real life. And I have a feeling a lot of you are, again, just like me, that are trying to do this blogging thing at home with kids. So I know you get it. So if they come in, we'll just keep rolling with it. All right, please continue to submit your questions that you have. What this does, guys, even if I don't get to it in this particular video, I may be able to do another one answering your questions, because I've already gotten a lot and I'm really excited. But please keep submitting them, because what that does is it gives me more content and more questions that I need to answer in my blogging courses and classes and printables and just whatever else I'm creating regarding blogging. It gives me more content because it tells me what you guys need help with and what you're looking for, and that makes my job easier, and it helps you out a lot more because it's answering the specific questions that you have. All right, so let's get with the first question. Someone said, how do you become an affiliate with companies? Well, in my How to Make Money Blogging e-course, I gave a list of all the companies I've ever worked for with affiliates. Now, when I say all the companies I've worked for, I don't mean like Walmart and Target and things like that. I mean the affiliate networks that I work with that works for the big box stores, the brands that we all know, the everyday household names like Walmart, Target, Macy's, whoever else. So in that course that I created for How to Make Money Blogging, I gave you every single network that I've ever used and that I continue to work with to make affiliate income. And I really suggest, if you are at the stage of blogging and that you are interested in making money blogging, if you haven't purchased that course yet, I'd really consider it. I never encourage anybody to buy it if they haven't started yet, haven't started blogging, or if they just started, because I want you to know that you like blogging and that you want to continue blogging and you want to, you know, grow it and possibly earn an income from it, because I never want you to spend money on something that, say you get started blogging and you find out that you don't really care for it or you don't like it. So I would never want to be like, you know, a sore subject. So if you have already started blogging and you love blogging, I would really encourage you to buy that. Now, if you've already purchased that course and you still have this question, I would take a look at the companies that I recommend, and then I would just start applying. So when you get accepted or by that network or those networks that I gave you, when you get accepted, just start applying. Even if you don't think that you'll need it right now or need it right away, it's always good for those last minute, ooh, I can link to that with an affiliate, and you're already an affiliate of the company or the store or the brand that you want to work with. I also want to touch on, when you're working with affiliate networks, you don't really have to pitch yourself. They usually just look at your numbers, your page views and your blog aesthetic and your social media outlets, to be able to, for them to either approve you or deny you. But if you're finding that it's a company that you want to work for that has an affiliate program that does not get managed by a network, say it's a brand, say it's Cindy Lou's Etsy shop, and she offers an affiliate program, don't forget to pitch her Cindy Lou in a real, authentic, and genuine way that builds yourself up, that doesn't seem cocky, but what you can do for them. So for instance, if you say, boy, I'm lasting a long time on this question, but I get so passionate about this, you guys. What you want to do is you want to be proud of yourself. And that is a huge struggle that a lot of us as bloggers start out. We're not super proud of ourselves. We're a little insecure about blogging and starting out and talking about it. But when you're pitching to them, you want to be proud of yourself. You want to say what you can offer them. So it's no matter if you're trying to get on a Pinterest group board or if you're trying to get into an affiliate network or just a relationship with a brand or another blogger, pitch yourself. Don't be cocky. Don't brag about it. But don't forget to say what you can do for them. So if you're pitching a company for an affiliate and you want to say, I just found out you had an affiliate program. I love X products and I would love to help promote that for you. I have an average reach of this each month on all my social media and blogging platforms, and I would love to generate and help bring more sales to you. I absolutely adore throwing parties, making recipes, whatever it is that you're doing for your blog. So talk about yourself, but don't forget to say what you can do for them. All right, so if you are looking, whoever asked this question, if you're looking for more of a technical answer for how do you become an affiliate with companies, a lot of the affiliate networks that I work with, you just simply go to the website and you apply for it. And they take a look at all your technical details, like your page views and your followings and things like that. So like I said, if you haven't purchased the course, I really encourage it if you know you want to blog and if you know that you enjoy blogging and you're ready to take it to the next level. If you haven't purchased that course yet, because you're not quite sure if you're going to enjoy blogging, great. Don't purchase it yet. This is not a pitch to buy that. But I did want to throw that out there because I put that all in the course, which affiliate networks that I've ever used and that I use and what I think about them and the exact websites you go to apply. And I actually walk you through, I believe, showing you how to apply for it. So, all right, I'm going to get to the next question. Okay, this is one of my favorite questions I get asked. What are the best way to gain followers and subscribers? Man, this is a loaded question, and that is why it's one of my favorites. So, like I said, it's a loaded question, but it's a good question because there's so much to this. And I am so excited because I'm asked that so often that I decided to create a blogging product around this particular topic. So, I've been going back and forth. I've been recording and creating little mini videos on how to do just this, how to increase your page views, how to gain a bigger following, and I'm honestly looking at it now, going, do I want it to be one big course or do I want it to be, just like little in chunks? So say you have this question of how do you gain subscribers and viewers, that would be its own video module, and I would tackle that because say you're not interested in that, but I've included it in this big course that has a bunch of stuff in it that you don't necessarily need or that you're not interested in. You just want that chunk. So kind of went down a rabbit trail there, but that's kind of what I'm working on, and that's what I'm getting really excited about and why I wanted to ask you guys these questions, because I have a feeling that you guys have a lot of questions like this that I can answer in just a short amount of time and in just a short video dedicated to this. So be on the lookout. I'm leaning more towards the kind of like an a la carte type offering of blogging courses and classes instead of one big class course like I did with the How to Make Money blogging one. Yes? You haven't seen him?
No. He's driving your car.
What?
He's driving your car.
Driving my car?
Yeah.
What?
McDonald's.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Where is he?
Driving to McDonald's and he's eating.
My 3-year-old just told me my 6-year-old is driving in my car to McDonald's. He's watched a little too much of YouTube. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My 6-year-old was not driving in my car to McDonald's. He was hiding under the blanket to try to trick me. That is mom, work at home mom to a T. Okay, so back to our question. How do you gain subscribers, viewers, etc.? In whatever product I create, I'm going to tackle this the best that I know how. And the reason I say that is because there are so many ways that you can do this. And that's so exciting and that's so good that there are so many different ways. But I get it. I totally understand why it's hard to figure out. You know, it's like, okay, well, where do I even start? For one, you have Instagram, you have Pinterest, you have Facebook, you have email, you have just Google, you have Yahoo, you have networking, you have so much to choose from. And if I could offer one little piece of advice, because I could go on about this forever, and that is kind of the point of this next blogging product that I'm creating anyway, where I go into major detail with it. My piece of advice is focus on one thing at a time. And as far as how long that is, I am not perfect, and I don't have all the answers, but I will tell you what I do. And I will tell you what works for me. So I focus on one platform at a time. And typically that's probably because of my personality, because I get bored of one, then I get excited about another, or I read a random article that got emailed to me and I find out that it's working really well on Instagram, so I'll focus on Instagram. And then I'll see a spike in traffic on Pinterest, so I'll go over there to kind of enhance that, so I do bounce around. But I do tend to focus on one particular way to increase page views, to gain followers and subscribers at a time. And the reason I do that is because when I have focus on one particular platform or route or avenue or whatever, I really see results because I'm focused, because I'm working towards something instead of just bouncing around like a ping pong ball trying to get everything every day. I know a lot of bloggers that wake up every morning and go, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google, and it's overwhelming. Like I can feel my chest tightening up even just talking about that. So focus on one thing at a time. And so I really encourage you to hone in, focus on one particular avenue at a time. Read articles, Google articles on how to improve that avenue, and just really focus on that. And maybe, what I tend to do? I tend to do it for about a week. I really do. Not saying that that's the perfect answer, but for about a week, I focus on SEO. And for about a week, I focus on Facebook followings. And I just kind of bounce around. Now, I do know a lot of people that focus on solely one social media outlet, one SEO portion of their blog all the time, every day, for the rest of their life. And you know what? They have a crap ton of viewers and they have a crap ton of followers. So, hey, that may work for you. That's solely your income stream. You see, so like for me, Pinterest is my number one refer. I don't want it to be. Pinterest could die tomorrow and I'd kind of be up a creek. So that's why I'm bouncing around and trying to grow multiple avenues at a time. Slowly and being focused on it, because I don't want to solely depend on one avenue. But you know what? A lot of people are focusing, making their Instagram accounts go boom, 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 and they're getting paid some big bucks, from some big brands because they have a lot of followers. But so that may work for you. Maybe focus on SEO. I mean, I've heard SEO is gold, that Google will probably never die. So if you want to focus solely on SEO for the rest of your life and just kind of let your social media networks just kind of go as they please, great. Do what's right for you. So my piece of advice is focus on what's already working for you. Where do you notice some engagement? Is it Pinterest? Do you have a good following on Facebook? And by good following, I mean engaged. I don't mean thousands of numbers that, you had a viral post on a meme that wasn't even yours. I'm talking engaged followers. Because guys, if your followers on social media aren't engaged, the way these algorithms work, the numbers really don't mean anything. It may get you some paid gigs because the brands don't really know the difference sometimes in having a lot of followers than engaged followers. But I'm telling you, if you are focused on getting more traffic to your blog and finding true, real viewers, readers, subscribers, focus on what is already working for you and that you notice that engagement from already. Enhancing something that's already working is an excellent, excellent way to increase that. Why focus your energy on something that's not doing anything and just let this one over here idle by? attack that one that's already working. So be aware, pay attention of what's already working for you, and maximize that potential. Okay, one more question, because I could go on forever, and that's what I'm so excited about these blogging classes and courses that I'm throwing together and these video tutorials that I'm doing, because I could go on forever. Last question. Ooh, that's a good one too. Oh man, okay, so see, they keep coming in. I'll answer them. I'll get to them, but I only need to do one more for this video. When you're exhausted after a long day, how do you find energy to create content? Not everybody has the same living situation that I do. I have 2 little boys at home. My oldest one is getting ready to start school, so things are going to change up a bit. So I want to say that not everybody has the same living situation at home. So it's easy, right? It would be easy for me to say, well, just do it right when you wake up, or make time for it. I'm not going to do that. And it's because everybody is different. But I am going to say something. I'm going to answer this question based on me and based on what works for me and based on what I know. This is something that I've already done a video class on, or course. And it's, how do you find the time to blog? And I don't want to give away all of it because I already have that ready to go for you. But I am going to touch on being exhausted and finding the time or finding the content, the energy to produce content for the blog. One, depending on your niche, your blog topic, whether it's recipes or lifestyle or fashion, don't be overwhelmed with the thought of a blog post having to conquer the world. And what I mean by that is, when I first started, I used to think that every blog post had to be this major epiphany for the reader. It had to be some fancy project, in-depth, crazy, time-consuming thing. I was so wrong. Do you realize some of the most, actually probably my top 10 blog posts that do the best were quick, on a whim, in the moment. I was passionate about it, and they were to the point. So what I mean by that is, when people say, how do you find content to create? I get stumped. I hit a wall and I don't know what to write about or blog about or take pictures of. Don't forget about the little things in life. So if you are a fashion blogger, and I'm totally pulling this out of my rear, if you are a fashion blogger and you're thinking, oh, I need to find that photographer, but then I need to get that pair of shoes, but then I want to, oh, that necklace needs to come in so I can pair with that dress and those shoes before I take a full outfit post with it. Wrong. So wrong, according to what has worked for me. Guys, I see amazing fashion bloggers do really well with doing that. And I'm not saying don't do that. I do that. I love putting my whole outfit together and doing a blog post review on it. But don't forget that the small details are excellent content too. Do you have that dress and you're just waiting on the shoes? Great. And you really want to get some content up? Take pictures of that dress laying on the floor, styled shoot, pair the, what did I say that I was waiting on? Pair the purse to go with it, pair what you do have, and blog about it and say, I can't wait for this thing to come in so I could do a whole try-on thing for you. Or if it's a recipe blog, oh man, I'd make that one dish, but I didn't heat up the grill. Or I'd make that one dessert, but I don't have that, I want a cute little plate. Don't forget about the little things. Blog about the little things that you come across in life, or that, you know, just pay attention to your surroundings. So if you are looking at you want to make this chocolate chip cookie recipe, but you're missing an ingredient. Well, shoot, I can't do that. I have no content to create. No, actually do a blog post on your favorite 5 chocolate chips to always have in your pantry. You know, always think about what you could blog about. It doesn't have to be some amazing Pinterest ready project that's going to show up in Good Housekeeping or Martha Stewart. Even blog posts that have good quality content but lack like a whole finished project can still work for you. And I'm talking through this and I'm answering this on a whim, and I'm really hoping I'm not portraying the wrong answer here for you, because I don't want you to think that I'm saying that quantity is better than quality. It's not. I am not saying that at all. Guys, quality is more important than quantity. Please hear me loud and clear. But you can provide quality content in the small little things in your everyday life, no matter what your blog is about. If you blog about, I mean, there's so much. If you blog about photography, okay, so you have a photography business and you want to, you want to generate some traffic and some relationships with a blog to enhance your photography business, but you don't have that family of 4 photo session edited yet. So it's not ready to blog yet. Well, shoot, I don't have anything to blog. I don't have time to blog. I don't have another one ready. Blog about your favorite camera equipment. Blog about how a mom staying at home knows a good setting to take a picture. Think about the little filler content that's still amazing quality content. It just may not be the big home run blog post that you're waiting for. An office reveal. Oh my gosh, I waited so long to do the office reveal. But you know what I did? I did it in little chunks. I did a little organization here that I already had done, and it was cute to provide that content. And it was also teaser content of just saying, hey, this is just a little part of my office that I'm showing you, giving you a sneak peek of. It's great. It's great teaser content and builds that trust, that relationship, the tease. Everybody's getting excited for it. And you know what it does? When you link to it within your blog, it increases possible page views. So if somebody's reading that post later in life and they say, ooh, an office reveal, I wonder if it's done. Then they click over and they read the office reveal, and then you just keep them on your site. So the little filler, quality filler content can be really, really beneficial. Now, that doesn't really touch on exhausted. I'm getting to that. I'm exhausted. I totally get that. But guys, if you are finding, and I'm gonna get a little Gary Vaynerchuk here on you. If you've never watched Gary Vaynerchuk, I really recommend it, but not if you have a hard time hearing some major cuss words. I don't listen to him. But I've kind of pushed it aside because he's a big encourager, and he kind of says it like he says it like it is. And I'm gonna kind of speak to what he talks about too. If you are ticked off because you're tired and you want to take a nap, and you're ticked off because you're tired and you want to go to bed, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing, and you are passionate and you enjoy what you do. At night, at 11 o'clock, almost every night, I fall asleep with my hands on the computer. I pin things that I didn't mean to pin because my hand's on my computer. I type things because I love blogging so much. Now, I'm not talking like sick and obsessed with it. Guys, I'm passionate about this because I built it from the ground up. It's mine. I blog about things that I love, and I can't wait to get it out to you. And I get ticked off when I get tired to go to sleep. So if you're asking the question, what do you do when you're exhausted and you don't have the content or the energy to blog? I would really ask yourself, am I blogging about the right thing? And you may be. I'm not discounting that you can't be exhausted. But I'm saying if you are using that as an excuse, or you're using that as a crutch or a hurdle, that's why you haven't started blogging, or if that's why you haven't worked on your blog in a very long time, it may be time to really think about the big picture and go, maybe I'm not excited about this. Maybe I don't like blogging. Maybe I just like the idea that I may be able to make money one day, but I don't really want to put in the work to it. And guys, whoever asked this question, I'm not saying that to you, but I am asking you to look at that first. Are you excited? Are you passionate about what you're blogging about? Maybe you are. And dude, I get it. I am exhausted, and sometimes I just don't feel like it. But I'm going to tell you 95% of the time, I don't let my exhaustion keep me from blogging. I do, to the point where I'm tired and I need to go to bed. But I really do as much as I can in the moments of the day where I find the time, or where I'm so lucky to get the time. My husband suddenly grabbed the boys this morning and took them to breakfast for me. He rarely does that. You know what I did? I did my finances and I did my self-work, but I also blogged. And I did those, I jumped on it the minute I got it because I couldn't wait to get to it. And, I also want to encourage you that if you're exhausted and you just don't feel like you have the content, the time to create the content, I really want you to look at what you are making time for. Do you want a hobby blog? Great, then do it as you want. Don't feel like you have to make it some big thing overnight. Do you want a blog that can be a business that you can do at home with your kids, and you want to get there like yesterday? You're gonna find the time to do that. If you want a blog to be successful and be a business and be something that you are proud of, that is yours, that is not a hobby, and laid back casual thing, look at what you're making time for in your life right now. Is it a full-time job that pays the bills? Dang right, then you got to do that. I get that. Is it your kids and your husband? Yep, I get that too. Are you watching The Bachelor at night? Are you playing on Facebook for 30 minutes every night before bed? How are you using that filler time in your life? Maybe it's time to take that filler time that isn't really beneficial to you and replace that with blogging or growing your online store or whatever it is that you want out of life. All right, guys, I hope that answers some of your questions. I've gotten so many and I'm so excited to answer the rest of them. Please let me know if you like this kind of video, blogging Q&A session. Even if I didn't answer your question, please let me know if you like it. I know you may not like it if I didn't answer yours yet, but I'll get to it. And like I said, I'm going to answer all of these in the future products that I create. Let me know, if you don't mind, give me some feedback on what you think about the next blogging product that I'm going to put out. Would you like one big course that has everything in it? That, guys, will probably have to be, like hundreds of dollars because it'll contain all of this valuable stuff with all these golden nuggets in it. Or would you like it broken down into chunks, like an a la carte style? So let me know what you think about that. And I would love to hear your feedback because, again, if it's not something you want, then why am I even wasting my time doing it, right? So it's bad for me, it's bad for you. Let's do something that's good for me and good for you. All right, guys, don't forget to submit more questions. They'll always be helpful. Thank you so much to the ones that have submitted so far. Keep them coming, and I will be back soon, hopefully, with another blogging Q&A. See you later. Bye.